Video, and I'll actually start from the beginning because again there's quite a lot of people absent. So the first question says draw a line of best fit, right? So it's a scatter plot. So it's making sure that this is not the line of best fit, and I hope you guys see that it's not. Making another one right here. So the line of best fit, this looks like good line of best fit. Okay? No, not that one. Let me just lower it. Okay, so right there, I'd say be a nice line of best fit. So that's one. Choose 2 points on the line, and that's extremely important that you pick 2 points on the line. So I pick this point right here, which I know the value of is 30 and 30. I pick another point on that line. Okay, so when you're doing this right on your test, let me pick another one. This one, it's not exactly, so that's 10 for sure, and I'm going to call that 1014 because it's not exactly 1015. We're going to find the equation. So we'll do, let's find the slope. So the slope is going to be 30 minus 14, which is 16, and then 30 minus 10, which is 20. So 16 over 20, which is 4 over 5. All right, so the equation equals y equals 4/5 x. And we still have to find b. I'm going to use this guy here. So we're going to get 14 equals 4/5 times 10 plus b. 14 equals 8 plus b, and b equals around 6. And look, if I continue that line, does the y-intercept look like it's around 6? It is. So I'm very close. So y equals, final equation, 4/5 x plus 6. That's what my answer would be. Now, y represents the total money earned. What's the slope? The slope is the money earned per hour, right? So that's how much you earn. So the slope, money earned per hour. And the b, the y-intercept is how much money you have at 0 hours. Maybe it's tip, I don't know. So the y-intercept b, the y-intercept is, in the context of this story, how much you earn at 0 hours. Okay, so maybe you start the day with $6, it's guaranteed. Okay, and then how much would you earn in 55 minutes? Well, you use the equation y equals 4/5 x plus 6, and then we're going to do y equals 4/5 times 55 plus 6. 11 times 4 is 44. 44 and 6, y equals 50. There you go. All right, so just, again, that's a part B question on your test next week. 2A table, so again, just reviewing what we did yesterday. We just gotta fill in this, right? So it says boys and girls, and then grade 9, grade 10, 11. We can easily find this guy over here first. Just do 831 minus 407, you get 424. So you do the ones that you can, and then slowly you'll see that, you'll be able to do all of them. So here, something plus 123 is 256, so 256 minus 123 gives me 133, right? So I did that. I can't do this, right? Grade 9. I can't do grade 11, but I can find the total number of boys. So if you look over here, blank plus 133 plus 125 plus 47, that you can easily do. 407 minus 133 minus 125, and that gives us 149. Now you can do, going this way if you want, 303 minus 149, 154. Finally, you can do the girls. So you can do 424 minus 154 minus 123. And you can do that equals 147. And then up and down, this is easy, 269. And if you add these two, it should give you 831. If you add these three, it should also give you 831. Okay? So we add a new layer today, relative frequency. And it's just, think about the number of ways something can happen, right, over the total possible outcomes. Remember when you did probability last year? Think about it that way. Let me finish. Let's do the table here, and we'll go through the answers. So this is 0, 170, 186 minus 56. This should be 100, 136. 154 minus 58. It's going to give us 96 over here. And then we're going to add across. 126 plus 136 plus 58 equals 320. Again, we're going to add across again. 44 plus 56 plus 96 gives us 196. Plus 320, and that's 560. So once you complete the table, you can now answer these questions. How many people surveyed under the age of 25? Under the age of 25, this column, how many people were surveyed? 170. Those between 25 and 50, how many prefer to shop in stores? Well, of the people 25 and 50, the people who like to shop in stores is this, 56. Of those who prefer to shop in stores, how many are above age of 50? So if you look at the people above 50, how many like to shop in stores? 96. Change colors. Above 50, so if you look at this line, this column here, so focus on the people who are above 50. How many more prefer to shop in stores than online? Well, in stores 96 minus 58 from the store, and you get 38. How many more people said they prefer to shop online than in store? Well, this one doesn't say anything about their ages, so simply we have to look for the total. Oops. So if you think about it, there are online people, it's 320, right? I got it from here. The in-store people is 196. So if you subtract those two, you get 124, and that's the answer. How many total people? 560. Okay, so that's pretty much this, how to read a two-way table. Now this is where we use the relative frequency. So look at the chart. We're talking about people who like books and movies compared to with the other preference of going to the beach, the mountains, the city. First people, so I want you to ignore these. Okay, I'm going to crisscross. Just don't worry about those. We did this in class. I'll do it again. Of the people who were surveyed, right, which ratio could be used to find the relative frequency for those who prefer to read a book? So out of the people who were surveyed, how many people were surveyed? Right here, 140. And out of those 140, how many like to read a book? Well, the total number of people in the book is 60. If you divide 60 by 140 and then multiply by 100, you're going to get 42.86%, or as a decimal, 0.4286, right? So 3 different ways of writing the same thing. Okay. B, so again, I'm going to write it as a fraction first. Of the people who like to travel to the beach, so focus on this section here, this row, people who like to go to the beach, which is 63. How many like to watch a movie? Well, 31 out of 63, which again, you can simplify 31 divided by 63, 0.492 times 100, 49.2%. And then the last one here, of the people who like to watch movie, so look at this column and focus on this column, right? So how many people we have who like movie? 80. Out of those, what's the relative frequency of those who would rather travel to the city? Well, of the people who watch movie, 15 of them would also like to go to the city, so it's 15 over 80, which is 0.1875, and then as a percent, 18.7. Same thing here, I'll do one more, and then I'll go to the other questions. Of the people surveyed, so I'm talking about the total number of people surveyed, 500. Find the relative frequency of those who prefer to spend free time indoors. How many people like to spend free time indoors? 200. So 200 or 0.4 or 40%. Second one, of the people who prefer to spend time indoors, so this is the column you should be looking at, and that's 200. Find the relative frequency of those who prefer the fall. So out of the 200, 60. So 60 divided by 200 is 0.3 or 30%. And then we have, those who prefer winter, and you should be looking at this column right here. Enter. Find the total, 85. Find the relative frequency to those who prefer to spend free time indoors, would be 55. And how do we express that? 55 out of 85. And again, you can simplify that. Sorry, change that to a decimal and change that to percent. We get 0.647 or 64.7%. So that's relative frequency. Okay, I remember it's like probability when we did it last year, right? And these are the questions you were to do. All right, so sorry. Might be a long video. Let's start adding the numbers. This would be 37 minus 15 would be 22. 22 and 8 is 30. 30 and 16 is 46. That makes sense. This is 30. 37 and 30 is 67, so this would be 23. And this would be a 15. See how very easy it is to complete a two-way table. Now, if I pick one kid at random, what's the probability that he walked to school today? Well, there were 100 kids who came to school today. And how many walked? 37. And we can leave it as a fraction. Of one of the girls is picked, so let's look at the girl. So the girls is here, this row right here. 22 walked, 5 came by car, 16 came by other means. So out of the 46 girls, what's the probability that a girl did not walk? Well, a girl who did not walk, we're talking about these two people. The girls that took the car or other means of transportation. So 24 out of 46, which you can change at your own to a decimal and a fraction. 6. All it says here is complete the two-way table. Ugh. There's some math involved here. So 85 plus 13 minus 191. So this would be 93. 29 plus 31 plus 5. This would be a 65. Which row can we do now? We can do the boys row. So 85 plus 29 plus 54. That gives us 168. We can do 366 minus 168 minus 171. We can find 27 here. 13 and 5 is 18, so obviously this is 9. And then if we add up one down, up and down, 54 plus 47 plus 9 equals 110. Okay, so these are, by now, you should find them super, super easy. These have a few questions, so we have to do the table and then answer. So 80 children won a trip, so we know that goes right here. Check. 23 boys and 19 girls went to London. 23 boys, 19 girls went to London, and I'm going to right away add it. 14 boys went to York, right here, so now I can add across. 23 and 14 is 37. This would be 43, right? Because 80 minus 37 is 43. Can I find this number here? Yeah, I can. So 19 plus something is 43. And that is 24. And if I add these two, I get 38. And it's 42 plus 38, 80. Good. It's 37 plus 43, 80. Check. So we're checked on both. And then the question is, what is the probability out of the 80 kids? What's the probability that a child went to London? 42 out of 80. Okay. Hang on a second. John, write the table right here. There's the numbers and I'll check them. Write your names.
All three?
Yeah, wherever. So for this one, we have to create a table. So we have, let's see, boys and girls, and we have car, walked, and bicycle. for car and boys and girls. Okay. So create a table. Please don't forget the total column. Okay. So we have boys, we have girls, and then they came by bicycle. BC. All right, car. Is that it? And total. And then let me write total over here. 49 to 100 girls, 100 students are girls. So in the girls column, I can write that 49, so 100, which makes the boys 51, right? So right off the bat, we can do that. 10 of the girls came by car, so girls and car is 10, which means how many came with bicycle? 39. 16 boys walked. There's a walk column. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this again. There's a walk column. So we have total. No. We have boys, we have girls, right, total, and then we have walked, we have bicycle, and we have car, sorry, and then total. 49, this 100 students are girls. On the girls, this would be 49. This is 100, which again, this would be 51. 10 of the girls came by car. Girls and car would be right here. 16 boys walked, would be right here. 21 out of the 41 students who came by bicycle. So on the bicycle, 21 out of 41 are boys. So 21 out of the 41 total are boys, which makes the number of girls 20. Okay. And then we can fill in the rest. So let's go across. 16 and 21 is 37 minus 51 makes this a 14. 14 and 10 is 24. And then over here, so we're going to do the girls row. 20 plus 10 is 30. So minus 49, there we get 19. Right? And then 16 plus 19 is 35. So, and if we add this 3 over here, we should get 100, and we do, so we know we're good. Work out the total number of students who walk to school, the total number of students who walk to school. This one is just 35, not 35 out of 100, but just 35. Okay.